Everybody, it's Casey here again. Have a great May. It's May 4th, first trading day of the month, I believe. Well, wait a second. Maybe let me bring up my calendar. Friday was the first trading day. I don't think I took a trade. I might have taken a couple trades on Friday. Okay, well, anyways, I'm focusing now on May, and I'm really looking for having a great month. So we can see where we're at right now. We've bounced. I personally have bounced back a lot. I had a downward cycle in the beginning, but now I'm bouncing back and I'm looking forward for May. So let's take a look at where we're at right now, and then when we go to the end of the month, let's see what happens. I'm really excited about this month. I've got some great ideas. I think it's going to really work out. And so I'm happy, I'm excited. I think that we're going to see some good things happen. So right off the bat, we're looking at the U.S. yen, and you can see that on a weekly time frame, the U.S. yen is moving. In my opinion, it's moving down. We kind of have this thing happening. You can see it's moving down, and then we have this channel here. And I know these aren't the greatest trend lines in the world, but you can see it's headed down, and we could be headed down all the way down to the bottom of this if this follows through. So that's just something to keep in mind. On the daily, today we're actually moving up. You can see that we have a downward candle Friday or yesterday, and then now it's bouncing back up. So we've got a little bit of upward momentum. It's breaking up. I'm going to go ahead and just take a long trade just because it's moving up here. On this MACD has popped up a little bit, and it's breaking the hourly time. So I'm just going to take this. Even though I still think it's probably got a lot of downward momentum, I'm just going to take a trade here on the USD yen. Try to get about $100 out of it just to see if it can get up to the previous day's high, and I'll put a stop loss here. So that's what I'm looking at because it's breaking this moving average. It's also just starting to change over on the MACD, and currently on the 15-minute, it broke up above the 50-period moving average. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. Really excited about this month. I think this is going to be a good month. Another pair that we've been looking at is this Euro USD, or not Euro, Euro Australian. And so we had this big, strong move. You can see this big, strong move, and then a very strong pullback. And I was able to catch a nice 200 pip trade here, if you guys remember, on this one. And so a couple things to consider when you're looking at this. Yes, it's a downtrend, and yes, it's in resistance, but we would notice that this MACD is still losing and gaining negative. You see how it's getting, let me pull it up. The MACD is getting smaller and smaller. So even though this is showing bearish signs, we're in a very strong downtrend, and this is bearish. The question remains, is this going to keep going until it starts getting green? If so, there's a lot more pullback here. So if we look at it on a daily or on a 15-minute time frame, you can see that it is dropped below this original support level, but we're getting some momentum now, just a little bit of momentum to the upside. So I'm actually going to hold off on this trade because it hasn't really proved to me yet that the downward cycle is going to continue. If you look at a 4-hour, it has pulled back, but this could be just another chance to get in long. So I'm going to be watching this on a 15-minute time frame. Watch the MACD, see if that MACD will come over and pull that up. And by the way, for all of you guys that are interested, I do have this MACD available for free. This is a special MACD that I created, And it's got, if you use the MT4, you know the MT4 MACD is really ugly. This is one that I'm giving away for everybody for free. It's got special arrows on it. It's got black dots. It's got divergence. You see how these lines, these are divergence, and see how it's getting smaller and smaller? That's an indication that the strong trend was weakening and it was about ready to reverse. So right now we still have this MACD is getting stronger, and then it's still got stronger yet. So it's still showing some weakness here, not really getting ready to reverse, so I'm not quite ready for that trade. But I'm still waiting to see what happens with it. If we get some more momentum to the upside, I might take a long on these Euro Australian. Pound dollar, if you guys remember, I had a nice long trade on this up here, but I took it, I got out on this break. When it broke this 1 hour moving average, I got out of it. So right now we are currently in a downward move. It broke below, but we're still above some of these key levels. Like this level still hasn't broken, and then this level hasn't broken. So before going short, we'd want to really take a look at those levels and see if we think they could break. But with that being said, the downward momentum has gone. On the MACD, it's been negative for a long time, and now we're getting at the bottom of this. You see how it tested and dropped, tested and dropped, tested and dropped. But it's happened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and now the drops are getting smaller. So that's always a little indication to me that a reversal could be coming. And so we just did this on Thursday on the Euro Australian. We had a big, strong move to the downside, and then finally we waited for a pop. So I'm actually anticipating a little bit of a move to the upside here. And that would be good because it would go to where I had my original target, which never got hit, which was right up here. I had my long up here and never got hit at 153 pips. So if this thing gives me another bullish candle, I am going to go ahead and go long on it. And so that could be a really good thing, is if we're able to get a nice long trade on that. And it's really great to be able to start the month with a good trade. Oh, you know what? You guys are just looking at my, oh my goodness. Wait. You guys are looking at my spreadsheet. Well, you got very familiarized with the spreadsheet. You guys got a really good look at the spreadsheet. Oh, that's just ridiculous. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so talk about an epic fail. There you have it. Starting out May with an epic fail. You guys I did an entire analysis while looking at the spreadsheet. So anyways, that's why I need to have my panel up so I know what's going on. So anyhow, guys, this move, I'll just recap this pound. This move has been moving lower as well. You can see this. And I was just noticing a couple things about this. Number one is this MACD is starting to get weaker. You see how this downward trend is getting weaker and weaker? Or you can see stronger, 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 now weaker, weaker. It's getting ready to cross over, in my opinion. Take a look at the downward move on the price action. We had a big drop from here, retested this moving average, big drop, retested the moving average, big drop, retested and a big drop. And now finally, after all of these moves, it's finally ready, I think, to make a real break. And so I'm just going to be watch this moving average. It's starting to flatten. See, it's the downward trajectory is starting to flatten. So I'm expecting a break above this soon. And so when it does, I'm going to go long. So hopefully you guys can see that. And now you're not just looking at my craziness. The US yen, I'm also looking for an upward move. See, the pound is a counter trade to the US because this is dollar strength. This, if I'm going long on the pound, would be dollar weakness. So right now it's not quite ready. But right now I am moving upward nicely on the US yen. We'll see what happens. I risked about $30 on this trade, and you guys were very familiar with the spreadsheet, so I'm going to update that. I'll keep this and risking $30 here, and that's the US yen, and you know, it just is what it is. Moving up nicely. And my thought on this was that we were going sideways for a while, and then we had a nice strong break. We're currently testing these highs of the day. This is the high of the day. If it can break this, it'll be possible to get some more momentum to the upside. But right now we're just going flat, so it would be nice if we could get a nice bullish candle to close this out. And I'm watching this pound dollar. So I'm going to also give you another look at this euro. I was talking about the euro, and what I was thinking on it was I really don't think that this up move is over, because this MACD is just starting to get smaller. And so what we experienced was a big strong move to the upside, and it is a downtrend. So the thing is that sometimes the power of the downtrend will shoot this thing right down lower. So that could be a factor. But also got to remember that this MACD, see how this MACD was really smaller compared to this? And then this is starting to shrink. This MACD is starting to get smaller. These arrows are actually starting to cross over. If we zoom up and really blow this MACD up, you can see these lines will cross. And I mentioned before, this is my free MACD. You guys can get it for free. Let me actually throw the link in the chat. For you guys, so you guys can get access to that if you don't have it. It's a pretty good indicator. Let me throw that in the chat for you guys. Greg says that I'm a funny man. You know what? That I can't. I have my funny moments. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, the reason I just wasn't looking at the chat because I was focused on the presentation, and I apologize for that. But anyhow, this Euro Australia now has a nice bullish candle, and so I'm thinking that we could be going for another move long. Okay, that's what I'm actually thinking on this. We'll see, but I'm thinking of that. But I remember, when I say I think, it's because of what the charts are telling me. I don't actually do anything until the charts tell me. But this bullish candle is a nice candle. And so with this strength, this could be an indication that a reversal's forming. Let's look at it on an hourly. We got a nice little pullback. Still not any type of breakout happening, but we did get a decent pullback. And see how it stopped at the 23.6. So there is some potential to get it to the 38, but sometimes on a strong move, 23.6 is all you get. So I'll be watching that. If I see a strong break of this, remember we could actually expect to keep moving up, maybe even to these moving averages. So a strong break could be another 200, 400 pips, 200 to 400 pips. So let's just keep our eyes on it. The Euro odd was good to us last week. Let's see if we can get another good trade on it. And US yen is breaking this moving average to the upside. And I am currently starting to cross over on the MACD. So if I could get a 50 pips with a 15 pip stop, that's a pretty good risk to reward ratio. And remember, that's what we're looking for on the spreadsheet. Okay, so in the last thing is I'm looking also for this pound dollar. All right, guys, again, I apologize for the big major mistake. Somebody wants to know about this indicator. Okay, this indicator is a custom one that I've built. It's not available for public consumption yet. I will work on it. And also somebody was asking about my trade management indicator. I don't have that as well, the Epic. Let me show you that. I will talk to my developer and we'll get those both built out for you guys. And we'll see how we can get it. Okay? Where is it? Oh, it's not. Epic is actually an expert. So here it is. This is it right up here where I can take trades automatically. We're going to get these built out for you guys so that you can have them. But I will be working on it. I'm going to talk to my developer today after this meeting, after this training. He's been working hard on creating a lot of new tools. We've actually got some really cool stuff coming out. We've got a trend line indicator coming out, which will show you when to take trades based off of trend line breaks. Very excited about that. I've got a stock program that is going to be coming out. I'm really pumped about that. I've done pretty well with stock investing, and I haven't talked about it much on the channel, but I think it's going to be a real game changer. I've put a lot of effort into it, a lot of research, a lot of time, and we've just got a lot of good things that we're looking at releasing for everybody. So, you know, our goal is to help traders become successful, and the way to do that is get out more tools, more training, more stuff, so that you guys can have everything that you need. Australian US dollar is moving according to Ariel. Let's take a look at it on the daily. You can see that it's been moving down here a little bit, but it's still above these moving averages, which is indicating the 50 period, which is an uptrend. And right now, what's happening, it's moving above this here, and could be some more gains up here. That's my opinion of it. We had a break up. This is curving up. I think this could be an opportunity to go long. Possibly when the pound breaks up, we could also take a trade on the Australian as well. So definitely something to look at. Let's look at it on the hourly. It is in a down move right now, so that is something to consider, is the downward momentum that's currently carried us as well. So right now I'm just watching for another setup. The euro I took on this break of the hourly. It hasn't really followed through like I've hoped, but you know, that's trading. We'll see what happens as the trade develops. All right, guys, again, I apologize for that major error, but I will be releasing some more stuff here very soon. In the meantime, enjoy this MACD indicator. It's a great one. You can really get a lot out of that indicator. So thanks a lot, and have a great month. We're going to be meeting up a lot this month, but I really want to focus on today and see where we're at today, see if we can double the account at least once, maybe twice in the month. If we can double it twice this month, be really, really excited. Remember, our vision is to help traders, but for me personally, I just want to double this account that I'm trading right now 12 times. That's it, just 12 times. I can do it 12 times, so maybe if we can do it twice in the month of May, that's a great start. All right, guys, I really appreciate everybody, and have a great month. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to hit the like button. I've only got 5 likes right now, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my updates. And one other update for everybody, I've got Scott Schubert going to be on the show, the How to Trade It podcast. It's going to be streaming live at about 11 o'clock Eastern time. Sometimes I announce a guest, and then they follow through. Like I was going to do it on Thursday or Friday with Scott, and he couldn't make it, and so we had to reschedule for today. So right at the last minute, I made an announcement. I said it was coming, and then the guest changed the thing, and that happens sometimes. But I'm really thinking that it's going to happen today. So 11 o'clock, be on board. And hey, thanks, Reddy, for liking the video. Appreciate that. It's really good. So appreciate everyone. You guys are doing really good. All right, have a good day. Bye.